This is ESBR Boxing. Delighted as always to be joined by Queensberry's Sahni here in London. Another press conference, Dev. Seen you more and more now. Sam Noakes defending his European title. Gianluca Ceglia. I'm struggling a bit. How do you get on with pronouncing these surnames?
I will need to actually check with our friend Gianluca, because I'm ring-announcing it on Friday as well, and I think it might be different to what I said it today. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably ask him, but hopefully I'll get it right.
Yeah. What did you think about the back and forth in regards to? Yeah.
Love it. Love it. I mean, listen, I wasn't expecting any sort of back and forth between Sam Noakes, who's very chilled, just more funny than anything at these press conferences, and Gianluca Ceglia, who I didn't know, but I know doesn't speak the language. You don't expect much. But it happened. Big shout out to Monica as well, who did the translations, kept it going, and it was good, entertaining.
Yeah, no, really looking forward to it and seeing what Sam Noakes does on Friday night. Just been speaking to Sam, couldn't resist but mention Mark Chamberlain. Mark Chamberlain's obviously fighting a couple of weeks later against Josh Bradley. That's a fight he's expected to win, if we're being honest. Do you think we're going to see that fight? It would be a fantastic fight to happen next year when they're undefeated, titles on the line. Do you think it's going to happen?
Mate, I am crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my toes. It feels inevitable, right? They are two unbeaten British lightweights who are just picking up all the belts and just tearing people to shreds. Listen, I'd love to see it. I'm a boxing fan, you know. Of course, I'd love to see that. So hopefully, if it's not next, hopefully it's one after that. If it's not after that, it's after that. I just hope they can both keep unbeaten and get it on and make it a big fight.
Yeah, fantastic. Masood Abdullah just over there. He's a very exciting fighter. Fantastic stoppage his last couple of fights. George Stewart was there today. You were kind of closer to him than most people. Could you sense he was quite nervous?
Yeah, he was a bit. He was a bit. George Stewart. Probably his first press conference. Certainly, you know, streamed across TNT and Queensberry kind of thing. And everyone's got to have their first one. I think he did okay. None of it really matters though. It's more about how he fights. He's unbeaten in 7 fights, Celtic champion, Scottish area champion. By all accounts, he's pretty good. But he's got a bit of a machine in front of him in Masood Abdullah, who is looking better and better and better, who is stopping people that don't get stopped. Kaz Ashfaq hadn't been stopped. Mark Leach hadn't been stopped. He just tears through them. So he'll be looking, I'd imagine, to tear through George Stewart as well, get that Commonwealth title and tell everyone, listen, I want any featherweight in the country. He's got that sort of talent.
You mentioned any featherweight in the country there. One featherweight that was brought up in the conversation, Nathaniel Collins, another undefeated fighter. Is that what's your assessment on the situation? There's been talks that Nathaniel Collins is basically ducking Masood. What can you do?
I think Nathaniel Collins has got a few injuries, a few things going on at the moment from what I've seen. So I wish him well. Hopefully he comes back very soon, and Masood will keep doing his thing, and hopefully that could happen one day.
Fantastic. Last couple from me, Dev. We saw the Monster in action yesterday. Hope you managed to tune in or at least watch some highlights. Just thoughts on Inoue's latest win.
Obviously good. He's obviously a beast. Look, I have a bit of fun whenever he's fighting. I'll say yeah, he's brilliant. He's got all these belts, but he'd never win a British title, you know. And I'm correct. Yeah. But he is tremendous. Might be the best fighter in the world. Probably is the best fighter in the world. And he looked really, really good. TJ Doheny was tough. Probably did better than what I thought he would do. But ultimately, Inoue, did you hear the sound of those punches towards the end? Unbelievable. But, you know, trouble is brewing because Liam Davis is there. Liam Davis would all day take a fight with NAOYA Inoue. So, yeah.
What we're being told is that Inoue's going to have one more fight at super bantamweight in December. I'd like to think Liam Davis possibly could be, but I did want to put a scenario in front of you, Dev. If Inoue isn't to fight Liam Davis in December, if he's to fight maybe a lesser opponent, Nick Ball is hopefully going to win in early October against Ronnie Rios. Do you think we could see Inoue move up to featherweight and fight Nick Ball in 2025? Do you think that's a possibility?
Well, I think at Queensberry there are fighters that give the Inoue brothers trouble. I think Liam Davis would give NAOYA Inoue trouble. I think Nick Ball would give NAOYA Inoue trouble. And I think Andrew Kane would give Inoue's brother all sorts of trouble as well. I think there's trouble ahead if the Inoue's fancy it. But let's see.
Dev Sahni, as always, thank you very much for your time.
Cheers, mate.